Let's start now with the third chapter of our DVD, Attacks with a Knife. In Krav Maga, we always work this field. We will give you some modifications that we consider part of our evolution. For that reason, we call ourselves Investigation and Evolution. Our goal is to further our knowledge. Our primary goal is the practitioner. On the street, it is necessary that we confront any delicate situation. Our ego must not get in the way. Knife attacks are a very delicate subject. The stress involved when there is a knife and the multiple angles of an attack. It could be an attack like this, a knife coming upwards, a side attack, a thrust, a cut to the face, or a circular backwards attack. There are many types. Due to the variety of attacks, in order to do a technique for each angle, will result in a stressful situation. This is not possible. Someone may have achieved it, but this is not our choice. I will show you what to do. Our technical options is focused on 3 specific situations in order to work with knives. I will give you a simple idea because this will be the topic of our next DVD. The first one is a reaction. For example, someone pushes me and in seconds I see something coming at me, a knife or anything else. He stabs me in the stomach. What have I done? I have put my arm in this position. I do this in a natural way. My next natural reaction is to get away to understand what's going on. Now on the second run, I may be able to block a new attack and even maybe react hitting or escaping. This is a natural construction. This doesn't mean that we cannot work on it. We have developed an explanation. Now imagine the range of angles of attack. Here and here. To the stomach, the veins of the arms, anything can be cut or stabbed. It's very complicated in order to develop a basic explanation based on a reaction. What do we do if something comes at you and you don't know what it is? First, you must create distance and place your arm in this position. If he attacks high, I place the arm like this. I resist and then get away. If he attacks low, I get away. This is phase 1. The second phase we work on the program is not the topic of today, but we could do this. Create distance and react with kicks. This is our approach. You can work with many different approaches in order to develop a reaction. Today we will study 2 techniques against knives. In fact, there are 2 principles. The attacks coming from a high, ice pick type, cuts to the face, and low attacks to the stomach, oriental attacks, or cuts to the stomach, like this. If in a stressful situation you can identify the attack that's coming from a high or low, then you have a possibility to survive. Almost surely you will get cut, because the knife does not give you any possibility. Now, we will show you some attacks from a high position and then from a low position. Let me introduce you to one of our assistants, Vicente Darriere, an instructor under Krav Maga Investigation and Evolution. Now we will see a technique against a low knife attack. He can thrust at me, slightly from the side, or an oriental attack going upward. Let's do it at slow motion. We will repeat from a different angle.
Comme vous pouvez le voir,
As you can see, I don't block or hit. I'm not criticizing this, but this is the option we have accepted. We do the block, not on a straight line, but with a deviation hit to the armed arm, to this hand, and with a natural movement of my back arm against the attacker's bicep. Deviation hit against his armed arm, and continue a natural movement with my other arm against his biceps. I go forward and continue the movement in order to grab his armed arm. Why do I grab his arm? If he frees his arm, he will continue attacking me with a knife from different angles. My priority is to hold his arm. Low attack, block, move, grab, and don't let go. Then we start our flurry of hits and punches and movements to disarm him, maybe through a lock to his shoulder. Now we will apply the same principle against the high attack. I do the hit, the deviation against his armed arm, and my other arm does the same movement as before, accompanying, and goes with the action of deviation against his armed arm. Deviation of his armed arm. And at the same time grab with my other arm to strengthen my position. Now I have to grab his arm to avoid the free movement of the knife. We will hold him as long as possible against our body, at the wrist level. Some say they could cut me here. I prefer to be cut than killed. That's my decision, my election. I grab the person and apply my reaction to free his arm. My life depends on it. I achieve the disarm with the help of multiple hits, kicks and elbows and headbutts, and hits to the joints. Let's repeat it once more. He throws a high attack. I go inside, grab strong and hit. These reactions are valid only if we cannot escape or cannot create a distance. At a longer range, if somebody attacks me with a knife, I logically employ my legs to kick. Let's show you these techniques at real speed and using adaptive protective gear, like the vest and the helmet.